Hey guys, we have another match here for you. We got Red Purple Luffy versus Enel. Red Purple Luffy is a little bit of a unique leader. He's got 3 life, first of all, and he's got a base power of 6,000. A little hard for regular leaders to get over with. Really, only Whitebeard has it in the previous formats. Red Purple Luffy is also dual color, obviously, with Red Purple. And then we have Enel on rocking the other side. A 4-lifed monocolor leader in yellow. However, leader ability kind of gives him a sticky last life when it first drops down to 0. He is allowed to heal for 1 and then discard a card. But yeah, so looks like players have decided on who's going first, checking their hands for mulligans. Now player has kept his hand, and the Red Purple Luffy has also. So we're gonna get this match underway.
Round 1, fight!
And it looks like Red Purple Luffy is going first, playing the Nami, searching top 5 for a Straw Hat card. Straw Hats are really good in this Red Purple Luffy deck because it's just a lot of aggression in the Straw Hat archetype. Not to mention, as he just pulls out a Frankenosuke, that there are a lot of synergies in purple as well with the newer set coming out. Enel player just slapping on 2 Dawn, can't swing, so interesting move. Goes back to Red Purple Luffy. Red Purple Luffy swinging at life for 6,000. And right off the rip, Enel triggering Shirahoshi. Draw 3, trash 2. The Enel player thinking on what he's going to discard. It looks like he's pitched another Shirahoshi and a Cracker. Red Purple Luffy is going to follow that up with another Nami search. And he's pulling out the 10-drop Gear 5 Luffy. This card is unique in its own way because it is the first card that is allowed to do a time skip. So basically you play him minus your 10 Dawn and you take an additional turn. It's a unique card for purple because it just keeps giving Dawn as well. It's a ramp card, and obviously a turn skip is unique for any deck. He passed it over to Enel. Enel has played Ohm. Ohm ability search for a Holly in the top 5, and he does find one. And then after you find one, you can play one from your hand. This is a unique card as well because just because you didn't find it doesn't mean you can't play a Holly. Second part of the card effect actually is just to play a Holly. And then we have a 5k swing going to lead. Enel takes it, enters. A Sanji blocker discarding another Shirahoshi, followed by a 6k swing from leader. The Enel player does counter out of this one with a 2k. And passes over back to Enel. Enel looks like he's at a pretty healthy hand size, 6 or 7. So looks possibly leader swinging into the Nami. The leader cannot swing into Luffy without any Dawn, 5 to 6. And Enel player really thinking on the next move. Oh, he's going to try the Holly instead. Holly swinging into Nami, 5,000 to 2,000. The Nami does fall. There we go. Now we have a 6k swing to lead. Red Purple Luffy player does take this first life on his side. Attaching 1 Dawn to Ohm, swinging 7. Ohm has the ability of if you are at 2 or less life, Ohm just gains 1,000. So that is a 7k swing. It looks like Red Purple Luffy did counter out with a Thunder Bagua, being that he is at 2 or lower life. He does get the additional Dawn, just more ramp. And then the Enel player plays down a Cracker, passing it over to Red Purple Luffy. Red Purple Luffy plays Whitebeard, giving his leader 2,000 power until the end of his opponent's turn. So this 6k leader is now an 8k leader, swinging into... What is he swinging into? Looks to be possibly the Ohm. Oh, no, this goes to life. Alright, so the Enel player takes it. And Luffy passes it over. Enel is at 9 Dawn, or no, 8 Dawn it looks like, going second. Yep, 8 Dawn. The Enel player does have quite a huge board here. He might just go very wide or stack it underneath. Oh, yep. Cracker, because Cracker's ability does go off where he has lower life than his opponent, so he does gain an additional 1,000 and double strike. The Red Purple Luffy does end up taking both lives, and no triggers on that end, and the Enel player just passes it over. One character dealt 2 damage. That's pretty strong, especially against a very low life leader, but 2 life in general is good against any leader. Red Purple Luffy is at 10 Dawn now, so he could potentially play the turn skip Luffy here. The problem with that is his opponent does have quite the wide board, so if he were to clear everything on his side, he would still have to 4, potentially 5 bodies and leader swing. Instead, he just goes Whitebeard into the Cracker, getting rid of the Cracker off the board, one less problem for him. It looks like he's attaching 1 Dawn to his leader, swinging 7 at lead. Now that we could potentially see an Enel ability here, where he takes his life, gains another, and discards a card, or block or counter out. Enel does have, it looks like, a healthy hand size, but he does end up taking the life. No trigger, however, he is using the leader ability and discards a Rush Enel. The Luffy player plays a unblockable Luffy. 5-drop is putting 2 down underneath him. So it looks like he is going for the life, trying to get Enel down to 0. Swinging 8k unblockable. The Enel player does take it. Yep, the Enel player dropped his Dawn there, looks like. Figuring out if he should be at 10. Yep, he should be at 10. So, Enel player, he has a couple options here. He might play the 9-drop Yamato and heal himself to 1, or he might just try and go for the kill and load everything up onto his characters here. We can't quite see how many cards the Red Purple Luffy has in hand. It looks like quite a bit, potentially 8 or 9 cards in hand. He does have 2 Dawn up. So the Enel player is going to go for board, it appears. So that is hinting that he's probably going to drop a 9-drop or 8-drop Katakuri here, and either way to heal. So he's swinging 6 into the Rush Luffy. Luffy player deciding whether to counter out, and he does. He pitched a Zorano. And then the Enel leader is also going to swing at the Rush Luffy. Red Purple Luffy is going to defend it with a Frenosuke, and yep, there he is. The Yamato does come down, healing for 1 since he is at 1 or less life. Seeing that both players at the time had no life, he could not KO anything for the first effect. So that Nami is safe on the Red Purple Luffy side of this, just for this round. And interestingly, the Red Purple Luffy does swing 6 non-blockable damage, and he does counter out, so this appears to be a potential Purple Luffy turn. Swinging 10 at the Enel. Enel is taking this one using the leader ability. This is once per turn. Pitching another Rush Enel, it appears. So the play that Red Purple Luffy's probably thinking about is just dropping 10 drop right now, bouncing everything to the bottom. Yep, looks like he's doing that. And then he is going to be able to use the leader ability, which is going to give him an active Don, seeing that he is at 0. And then the neat little combo here is the Purple Luffy is going to give him an extra Don by resting that Don. So basically getting 1 extra Don. So he is equipping it and swinging 7 at the Enel lead. And the Enel player just counters out for 8k. So this is the Red Purple Luffy's additional turn. And he is going to reveal that he has 4 Purple Luffys. And it looks like the Red Purple Luffy player has conceded. And with that, that concludes the first game. We appreciate everybody that sticks out. And our sponsor today is Galaxy Busters TCG. They buy and sell multiple card games and collections, and also they provide a fun little family community. So come on out and see what the shop is like. But thanks everybody. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and please subscribe. Newer channel. Appreciate it. But until next time, I'll catch you later.